I don't think it's very often you'll find a game developer who's excited to tell you about his big plans for the menu. Oh, I'm going to have to restart this. I think it's actually very important, especially on the iPhone, that from the very moment the user opens the app, they're having a good experience. So right now we kind of have this temporary system in place where it's fading this in and out. What I want you to pay attention to is this background here. Now obviously this is all placeholder art. We're going to have something nicer in there once we get to that point in the art schedule. But the idea is that we'll actually have some little animals running around in here. And everything you do, those animals will be running around and possibly even interacting with the menu. That one's not quite as likely at this point, but they'll be interacting with each other. And every single one of these options, ignoring level editor, which is probably not going to be in the first release of the game for public use, when you click on them, they'll bring up another menu. For example, this ugly one here, which has some testing code in it, so ignore that. And the animals will still be there. And from the very beginning of the game, what I want the user to feel is that they are in kind of the world. As soon as they're in the app, they're in the world. I think this is important. A lot of games, and Ant Attack, one of my previous games, is also guilty of this, kind of ignore the fact that really when the user opens your app, they're opening your app to play your game. And if you can integrate, the title screen, the menu, the level select screen, all of that to make it feel like it's part of the game, you really improve the experience. And I'm kind of inspired by the game Blocked, which was a really simple puzzle game. It was released for the iPhone. I bought it over a year ago. And what I always loved about the game was you opened it, and as soon as it loaded, you were in the game. So one of the things we're going to be working on for the next little while, on top of course, multiplayer and making levels, and we're working on a billion different things right now. But one of those things I think is really important is making sure that the menu is an experience in and of itself.